Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream here at the Den of Nerds Live. And oh, baby, we've got a good one for you today. Kevin Feige was a-talking yesterday. He did a lot of press, a lot of different interviews. We want to go over many of the different things that Kevin Feige said yesterday. A little bit of Deadpool stuff, a little bit of talk of Spider-Man, and just some interesting sort of subtext in not only what he was saying, but what people were saying about what he was saying. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And also, there's some other Marvel stuff I wanted to get into. Some about Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Riri Williams being brought into that movie. I want to go over that. And we'll save plenty of time for Q&A. It's a Friday. It's a chill Friday. You made it through the week. We all made it through the week. And before we go any further, I want to point out how hilarious it is that Kevin Feige said yesterday he guarantees that you will get the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer before the movie comes out. But at this point, there has been such a breakdown of trust that only 66% of people that voted on our poll even believe him. And it's obviously going to be that way. But let's start there. Let's kind of start with what Kevin Feige is saying about the secrecy around Spider-Man. He acknowledged that he has seen the fervor online. And so, yeah. Pretty crazy. Hey, it might get delayed. I see you in chat. Look, do me a favor. Smash like. Just do it. Everybody go over there, move your finger down, and smizzash the like button. And let's get into this. Let's start talking about what Kevin Feige said yesterday. Marvel's Kevin Feige opens up about all the secrecy around Spider-Man No Way Home. We are months away from the release of Spider-Man No Way Home. And while we know for certain that is the movie's title, we know next to nothing outside of that. That's not true. We know everything. There has only been 2 still photographs for the movie, but we have no official synopsis, not much of a cast list, and of course, no full trailer. He's talking about official stuff, right? So when we got time to speak with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige on behalf of the upcoming Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, we had to sneak in a question about Spider-Man's next chapter and what seems like an increased amount of secrecy swirling around this feature. Only Kevin Feige doesn't feel that there is additional secrecy around Spider-Man No Way Home, at least on Marvel's side of the equation. While we've all come to expect a lack of specifics when it comes to the next MCU movie, Spider-Man No Way Home appears to be going an extra mile to stay off the radar, especially as Eternals drops a second and final trailer before we even get a Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. And it's also worth mentioning that, even though I'm kind of being tongue-in-cheek, we know a lot about this film. This is interesting here that Cinema Blend is indicating, and this is something that I would have completely missed, honestly, because I'm such a sweat, I'm such a Nerdvenger, I'm so on it, that I didn't realize that the company has literally done official things very differently. That at this point, we would have had a bigger cast list out there, officially, things like that. It's interesting. And so this is what he says. Honestly, I've seen the fervor online. It has not necessarily occurred to me that it is any more or less secret than any of our other projects. I think all of our projects, ... we want to preserve surprises. That's all the secrecy is for. Okay, but why is there more secrecy in this Spider-Man film? Could you not infer that there are perhaps more surprises in this thing? I mean, why didn't the snappy journalist be like, so you're saying there's more surprises than others in this movie or something like that? You know what I mean? It will. They go on to ask about the. I think about the skipping a trailer. Yeah, there's no way. It will be in theaters on December 17th, and there will be a trailer before that. You can be assured. This is kind of the tongue-in-cheek thing. It's funny though because we joke about this, but a lot of people are like, you don't even need a trailer. I see it all the time in comments and on the live streams and all that. So obviously they go on to talk about how seeing the trailer would clear up a lot of the rumors. But that's pretty much the beginning and really all that he was giving about Spider-Man. So I was watching sort of people talk about different things on Twitter. I found it to be pretty interesting. Like Steve Frosty Weintraub from Collider kind of indicated that Feige was being way more dodgy than he normally is, especially about Spider-Man. And I think that's worth talking about because even though they're trying to act like, oh, it's not this big thing, dude, we all know it's this massive thing We all know that they've got that crazy multiverse, Toby, Andrew, bananas craziness coming, and he's playing super coy on it. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the chat. It's interesting that he says he's seen the fervor, but he doesn't think it's more secret. I mean, the article is literally pointing out all the different ways in which it is more secret. 2 Eternals trailers. Not a single Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. You know what I mean? Crazy. Crazy. I don't know. The other big question, of course, is will this movie get delayed? And Sony, well, there's been some indication that they might move Venom again, which is hilarious to me because when they first moved Venom, I reported on it and I said, I don't understand this move at all. If you're going to move, fucking move. You know what I mean? Like, move the movie. This doesn't make any sense. It's almost like they were thinking 1 month would make a difference and maybe it was just something in the news that needed to go away or something like that. That is obviously not the case. So we'll have to keep an eye on it, man. I really don't know what to think. And with regards to Shang-Chi, I know there's a lot of hype out there. I'm personally really hyped. I have my tickets for it. But I still don't really see a lot of indication that the movie's going to blow up. We'll see. We'll see. The positive buzz on it will help. It absolutely will help. I guess it's just going to be the question of how much will that help in the sort of face of these other factors that I think are going to hurt it. The film has still not been approved in China. Black Widow still has not been approved for China. So there's a lot of interesting things going on. We might talk about that later on in the stream as well because China's pushing back hard. Hard. They probably won't let Eternals in either, dude. You know what I mean? It's pretty interesting. We'll talk more about that later. Dan Flashes, welcome back to the Nerdvengers, my friend. Welcome back. Okay, so let's talk about something else that Kevin Feige said yesterday with regards to the Avengers. Then I want to talk about what he said about Deadpool 3. I think that's really interesting. We can speculate about that. We'll talk about a couple other stories, and then we'll get into Q&A, guys, okay? So, when will Avengers 5 happen? Kevin Feige says you need time before you start bringing everyone together. I'm just going to skip down here. It says the MCU is bigger now than it was back in 2012, so the notion that you can bring everyone together is a tall order and likely will take more than 4 years if you're looking at all the groundwork being laid in Phase 4. It's possible that the Avengers 5 would happen around 2025, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to be this guy, but I'm totally going to be this guy. God, I think I just broke something. I'm totally going to be this guy. That's when I expect the Secret Wars movie. You know what I mean? So that's when I expect the Secret Wars movie to come out. Could Secret Wars be the next Avengers film? 4 years after Phase 4 began with Black Widow, but during a conversation about the upcoming Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Collider's Steve Frosty Weintraub asked Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige about when the next team-up might be, and he sounded far more circumspect about the project. Here's what he says. I think we want there to be a reasonable amount of time from the end game to the start of a new saga, which is already underway and already started. And then you need time, as you did in Phase 1, to build that saga before you start bringing everyone together. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So he's saying that you need time. You know, back in the day, I guess the last time we really caught up with Kevin Feige, concretely talking about the Avengers, was at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019. Holy cow, can you believe it? It's been that long. And what he said then was, we just had a movie called Avengers Endgame, and it is a end in a lot of different ways, you know? That's what he said, and he sort of basically dodged the question of that, but there will eventually be an Avengers. We all know that franchise is coming back, but it seems like sort of in the wake of the actual Avengers coming back, which, I don't know. Like, I actually think that it probably will happen much faster than it did in the original Infinity Saga. I think that's just too long. Nowadays, audiences expect way more, and they're doing way more content. But it is interesting to hear him talk about the time that you would need to build a saga. And so he's building this sort of like saga in this thing right now, and I think it's, you know, it's involving Kang, it's involving all these different things that are happening around the world, artifacts looking for power, etc., etc. It's pretty interesting, man. It's pretty interesting. to say the least. So let me know what you guys think about that as well in the live chat, and maybe we'll talk more about that in the old Q and the A. But I want to talk about what he said about Deadpool. I found this to be pretty freaking interesting, okay? So when asked about it, he said if there are any plans for it. He says, we do. And the script is in the works, and Ryan is working very hard on it with our writers as we speak. Reynolds previously pegged the odds of Deadpool 3 filming in 2022 at being 70% likely, okay? So this is kind of fun. The Bob's Burgers writers, Wendy Molyneux and Lizzie Molyneux have been tapped to pen the script. I love that Bob's the Burger. Like, dude, Feige's like, he's just like us. He's like, he loves Bob's Burgers. He's like, let's get those fucking people to make some Marvel shit, you know? He loves Rick and Morty. He's like, get the fuck, I want the Rick and Morty people. You know what I mean? He's grabbing up like the best kind of fun talent out there and bringing them in to do stuff. That is awesome, man. Bob's Burgers, Deadpool, Kevin Feige, making it fit. It's really, really cool. It's something that is just a daily process. Reynolds previously told Collider about working on the Deadpool 3 script. Writing is kind of like that. You got to allow time to do it and walk away. I'm working with the Molyneuxes, I can't pronounce shit. It's been great. They're incredibly talented and so smart. They so understand that world and know how to zig when everyone's expecting a zag. So it's been a lot of fun. Dude, that's so fun, man. I'm excited for Deadpool. I mean, here's the thing that's really interesting about this. To be completely honest with you guys, I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan. I don't really dig Deadpool the way many other people do. But I'm interested in what Kevin Feige and the Marvel team is going to do with Deadpool. That is a pretty exciting prospect to me because, like, obviously he can remember the Fox characters, or at least we imagine he'll be able to make fun of the sort of meta macro things that are going on with Fox and with Disney. Hilarious. You know what I mean? You have to wonder, how are they going to handle that? How far are they going to go with that? Is my main man, the boner, where's he at? Is the boner going to show up? Are they going to play off of that? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of craziness could we expect in an MCU Deadpool movie? I don't know, but I'm excited, and I'm glad that he gave a little update about that. It's just so funny because here, can I just make a wider macro point for just a second and piss everybody off? The thing about this that's hilarious, and I hope that people understand what is happening, is that Feige sat down to do press for Shang-Chi. All the fucking big articles that popped were not about Shang-Chi. They were about other things. They were about other projects. They were about the things that we got him to just open up a little bit about. And we're literally so hyped up about those other things that those things are what all the fucking all these people, what are they? They're in the business of getting clicks. They want to talk about what people want to talk about and get excited about. So it's just case in point that Feige's trying to talk Shang-Chi, and they did. There's probably a lot of fun Shang-Chi shit out there that I don't really give a fuck about. Look, point is, everybody else is fixated on the other things, okay? Which, again, is unfortunately a factor in these movies, this particular block of movies, which I think will come back to sort of haunt Feige for a long time. The Black Widow to Eternals block, I have a lot of questions about it, and I think it could be somewhat of a misstep in some ways, you know? Not necessarily all because of Marvel Studios. There's a lot of circumstance that made this situation happen. But it's interesting. You know what I mean? Oh, this tweet got deleted? What? Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Here's the full plot leak of a thing we're going to go into. I'm just kidding. We're not going to talk about that. But it is pretty wild. Okay, let's talk about this. Dominic Thorne's Riri Williams to debut in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Exclusive. It's actually not, Brandon. I love you, but it's not an exclusive. This was gotten by Miss Lizzie Hill. This was something that she had as an exclusive, I believe. I don't know. I don't understand the full politics about it. I just know I heard about this from Lizzie like weeks ago on her website. Anyway, Yeah, so this character is going to be in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I don't know. It's interesting, man. What do you guys make of that? Like, Riri Williams is going to be popping up in Wakanda Forever. And then maybe Armor Wars? Yeah? I don't know. There's some interesting stuff that, like, you can read into it from the story perspective, right? Like, maybe it has something to do with the Iron Man armor. Like, some people are saying that there were scenes, and I thought this around the time of Endgame. I really did think this pre-Infinity War, that the nanobot tech that Tony had, maybe he did get some help from Shuri. Like, maybe him and Shuri crafted that together, or that was some kind of a collab, right? And then perhaps there's a connection with the Stark tech and Riri and Shuri and stuff like that. I don't know. I know not a lot of people love Riri Williams. I thought in the comics her character was not that cool, if I'm being real. But I am excited for the MCU version of the character, because some of the ideas with Riri weren't bad. You know what I mean? It's just the execution of it, and I thought it came from like a whack ass angle. Like, I don't know. A lot of the stuff I read with her was super cringe. Just gonna be real. Okay. Let's leave it there. Let us leave it there for now, and let us now just chill. Let us just get into the Q's and the A's together. We shall do the Q's and we shall do the A's together. Want to know what's on your mind, Nerdvengers? I will get into some of the super chats, but I'll also hang in the chat quite a bit. And I also want to end this poll. I want to end this poll. Look at that. Only 66% of the people even believe we'll get a trailer before the movie. I think that's wild. I think that's personally pretty freaking wild. Okay. By the way, for the Nerdvengers and everybody that's hanging out, we will do a Prime stream at 2 p.m. today. Going to go over different things that are happening on the channel. Honestly, we had a good week, man. We had a very good week on the channel, but there were some choices that we made that were interesting, and some things going on with YouTube that I think are interesting. So we'll talk about all of that. Saturday will be a big day for streams as well. We'll do our regular Nerdvengers stream at 2 p.m. And then we will do a Diamond Lounge stream. If you are a Diamond Lounge member or a Diamond tier Nerdvenger, if you've been a Nerdvenger for more than 6 months, then come on by Saturday. We're just going to be hanging out and talking and chilling. But I'll be a Diamond member in like 20 hours? Oh, shit. T-Love, are you going to miss the stream? I don't want you to miss the stream. 20 hours from now will be... No, you'll make it. You'll make it. T-Love says, with a $5 holla, yacht sales are low this month, but I'll be a Diamond member in 20 hours. Yeah, brother, you don't got to worry about that, man. Like, honestly, like, we think we appreciate all the super chats, and we love the super chats, and we want to give back with the nerd coin and, you know, that whole thing. But honestly, man, like, dude, times are weird right now. You know what I mean? And things are different than they were just a couple of months ago for many different people. So, like, dude, honestly, like, it's never a thing. Like, I'm never going to get out here and be like, we need more super chats. Like, that's not it. Every super chat is in an additional fund that I consider to be like almost like a tip or something, you know. It's not something we rely on. That's why we sort of developed the membership thing. You know, like we want to go to the membership thing to just have it be a little bit more consistent, and we give a value proposition back to people that become a member, and we just kind of uphold that, and that sustains us, because YouTube is weird, man. YouTube is weird. You'll have really good weeks. You'll have really bad weeks. You'll have videos that you think are gonna crush that don't, and you'll have videos that you think no one will see that blow up, etc., etc. So. It's all good, my guy. If you got the loot, it's all gravy. If you don't, just come chill at the fire. David Watson with a $5 holla says, do you think Kang is the big bad for this phase, or is he the minor one in setup for an even greater threat? Okay, great question, David. By the way, one thing that I'm super pissed off about that I don't think is acceptable is that not enough people have watched my Secret Wars video. What the hell? That video should be at 20K by now. It's only at like 11. I know there's other stuff going on. I know you've heard me ramble about Secret Wars a bunch already, but just go freaking watch that video. And if you don't, just shut up and listen to me right now. Look, I think now that there's a lot more evidence to suggest that certain beats from the original Secret Wars, like Kang, just being real, Kang doesn't really do much in the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars, okay? But in the original Secret Wars, he's way more active, okay? And so I think if you look at what's going on right now, like, yes, Kang is going to be a huge villain and a Thanos-level villain sort of for the next couple of years leading into whatever they do in 2025. Multiversal War, Secret Wars, whatever. But other villains are necessary. Guys, what is Secret Wars about? The OG Secret Wars is about selling freaking toys. It was about, here's all the dope Marvel villains. Here's all the dope Marvel heroes. Let's make a white disco suit permed out, like crazy looking motherfucker come in there and be like, I'm from beyond everything. Shut up. It doesn't make sense, but don't worry about it. I'm beyond that shit. Shut your mouth. You know, is basically what he said. And then he takes all the heroes and the villains to a secret planet and he creates Battle World and they battle it out. And the winners were the Marvel toy companies because it just sold a shit ton of toys. You know what I mean? It was fun. That's what they're going to do again. But in order to do that, you need the right amount of heroes, which I do think all of our OG heroes will come back for that. I do. Maybe not Black Widow now. But yeah, a lot of the OGs will come back for that, including Robert. I think Robert, they'll figure it out. They'll dump just a bunch of money on his face. And he'll be like, shit, okay. So it'll be some of that, some of the new characters, but also you need villains. You need dope villains. You need your Namor. You need your Doctor Doom. You need your Norman Osborn. You need these dope villains. And so I think that's partially what's going on here. It's Feige setting up the toys. He's setting up the toys for the Secret Wars. Yeah. Okay. But thank you so much for the support, man. Jedi Jen says, the most important question on all of our minds, how are Luke and Leia doing? They're doing well. So Luke went and we got Luke neutered. You know what I mean? We had to pull the trigger on it. I didn't want to do it. But yeah, we got Luke neutered, and he's doing great. He's doing great. His sister is actually freaking out about the cone that he has. And yeah, that's a little awkward. She like recognizes him, but the cone is like bugging her out. And she's like, Leia can get sketched about stuff. You know what I mean? She can get sketched a little easily. So she's going into like fight or flight mode about that. So we're just going to have to watch them a lot. But luckily it's the weekend, so we'll have more time. John Van Gelderan Jr. says, with a $5 holla, imagine if we don't even get a Spider-Man trailer and they just release the movie. I know, bro. I don't think that's possible. You know, my current theory, guys, and I told you guys this before, but Monday's going to be a big day. Monday is CinemaCon, and no, I don't think that trailer's going to come out publicly. It could. Sony could release it publicly. They absolutely could. But I think we'll get a lot more information. Like, not only will we get an accurate description of probably what's in the trailer, I kind of feel like I already know what's in the trailer. Kind of heard a little bit of stuff behind the scenes, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think I know what it is. Paul talked about it in one of his videos as well. So it's kind of out there already. But I think we'll get a clear indication of what's in the trailer. I personally believe Sony will talk a lot about... They have a 3-hour presentation. I think they're going to talk a lot about what they're doing with Marvel. For real. I think that's what they're going to talk about, because this isn't just like... It's CinemaCon. They want to know about James Bond and all that shit too, but they also want to know about like the future of cinema, dude. You're going to a CinemaCon, cinema is like almost over. Like, cinema's dying in front of us, right? You know, I'm a little tongue-in-cheek there. But the point is, like, if I were Sony and I really did work this epic big deal out with Marvel Studios and we were going to collaborate together for the next 5 years on the silver screen but also through streaming, it's something I would want to get out there and talk about. So, Defiant says with a very generous $10 holla, says 7 months strong. Over halfway to that diamond badge, baby. Oh, if you're 7 months, then you've got it. It's 6 months. You're halfway to your amethyst badge, my friend. Glad I can catch a live stream finally. Give me the queen. Love everything you do, man. Hey, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. We are trying, we're trying to evolve the content. We're trying to take the content to the next level. And we're also trying to take the streams to another level. So there's a lot going on, and we are working really hard. You know what I mean? We are working really hard. I'm personally working hard on this, and I appreciate this support for sure. Jensen says with a $5 holla, the latest Star Wars channel news video said Bad Batch Season 2 will start with a bit of a time jump. Ooh, that's interesting. I actually like that a lot. Yeah. I like that a lot. Do a couple years, man. Get us closer to Mando. Get us closer to Mando. Yeah. Well, I guess Mando's in the wake of the episode. That would be, we're a long way from Mando, actually, aren't we? Shit. I always get these times mixed up. Regardless, I think that's fun. You know what I mean? Evolve us a little further down the storyline. Maybe Omega's a little aged up. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of fun. This music's hype, but dang, I gotta turn it down a little. Let us see here. Dirty Nap 34 says with a $5 holla. Diamond Stream, where you put peanut butter on you, the pups attack you. Nah, man. Maybe even as a normal streams. I will say this. I thought about. I actually did think about in videos being like, if you stay to the end, I'll show you my awesome Shiba Inu puppies. Literally thought about that. I was thinking about the content throughout the week, you know, just trying to think of like ideas. And that was one of them that popped up. I was like, man, what if I just like had, because like, you know, it's all about like trying to get retention up and get people to watch the whole video, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm damn sure I'm not going to put peanut butter all over myself and get attacked by these dogs. You don't understand. Shibas are pretty savage, bro. John Lee with a $5 holla says, sent a super chat 2 days ago saying I was going to see Shang-Chi early. And to answer your question is no. Love the movie, by the way. Yeah, I guess I was wrong about that one thing that we're not going to talk about. But thank you, John. I appreciate you following up with me on that. Appreciate the support. And, yeah, I read the leaks of Shang-Chi. By the way, there are some surprises that are still not even on the leaks. Like, everybody gets so... oh, man, I don't want to get down this rabbit hole. I don't want to get started talking about this because I'm going to get upset. But everybody has their opinions, right? And everybody has this idea about leaks and all this efficacy bullshit. Look, there are full-ass leaks on Reddit right now that I'm telling you aren't even full leaks. That some of the moderators and people there, they purposely kept some of the surprises even out of the leaks. And they just did, like, some of the plot points, okay? And you might be like, oh, it's still too much. I don't know if I can understand. Guys, it's a Reddit dedicated to spoilers. It's one of the biggest Reddits on there. You think there's a lot of fucking interest for it. That's why people do it. That's why people talk about it. I get it. I used to not like spoiler culture myself. But, yeah. The Exodus with a $5 holla says, first super chat with Rhodey in Armor Wars. Hey, thanks, brother. I appreciate that. With Rhodey in Armor Wars, any chance he dons the Mark 85 and carries the Iron Man mantle in Secret Wars like they did in the 80s? Dude, that would be sick. I'd actually be here for it. I would be here for it. And I think, you know, why not just have Riri do her thing? And then, yeah, I think honestly, dude, having Rhodey sort of shoulder the burden of Stark and his legacy and what to do with the tech, but he would have to work with Peter, right? Peter has the glasses, right? So, you know, that kind of an idea and that's fun. You know what I mean? That's really fun, and I would love it for him to be Iron Man and get that 85 armor, dude. Let's go. That'd be super fun. 'Twould be super fun, my friend. Super fun. Okay. Hang on. Sorry. Jensen says, the chat screen beside you is frozen. What? Fucking YouTube. Or maybe it's Streamlabs. Are we still live? Let me try to reset it. See if that works. Dude, YouTube has been particularly difficult this week. I feel like I say that every week. I feel like a broken record with that. But, like, honestly, man, like, what is up with their thumbnail stuff? Like, my live stream thumbnails aren't even saving as the right thumbnails for a lot of different people. I know most of you are like, no, I saw it. It was fine. I understand that, but it's popping up different for different folks. I can prove it. It's hurting our views. Come on, YouTube. Doing my best here. Thank you, Jensen. Matthew Glasgow says with a $5 holla says, where is that Hawkeye trailer, though? I don't know, bro. I think we'll get one of those. Yeah, that's actually a great point. I don't know when we'll get the first Hawkeye teaser. Hopefully soon. I mean, think about it. This week we got kind of shellacked with a couple of different trailers. We got the Star Wars Visions trailers. I thought that was awesome. And then we got the Eternals trailers. I also thought that was awesome. So we're getting a lot of stuff. And moving into the back half of the year, there's going to be a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Don't sleep on Hawkeye, guys. Don't sleep on Hawkeye. Hawkeye's going to be dope, dude. Hawkeye's going to be dope at face value. Hawkeye's going to be dope in ways that you don't even realize yet. It's going to be super fun. Matthew K. with a $10 holla, very generous. Thank you, brother. Says, imagine if Mace had been the Jedi that showed up in the Mando Season 2 finale to be a badass and save the day instead of Luke. Which would you have preferred? I'm a major Luke fan, but it's a tough question. Yeah, both of them are awesome in different ways. Like, the Mace one would have been awesome because it would have been like, oh, shit. Like, they're about to, like, crack this sucker open. Like, they're about to really go for it in a lot of different ways. But the Luke one is more like, hey, we love you fans still, and we're trying to give you that comfort of Luke back. And in some ways, it's a little bit of an apology. Like, I don't want to trigger all of the sequel trilogy fans. You know what I mean? All 5 of them. But the reality is a lot of people didn't like Luke, and they had bad feelings about Luke from the sequel trilogy. So that brings in a different kind of emotion. So both are very great and would be awesome in different ways. So I appreciate that question. It is a difficult one to answer. Ethan says, with a $10, very generous, says, hey, Josh, love watching your streams. Any guesses on when we'll get an Obi-Wan trailer? My most hyped show currently. Yeah, that is a great question. I think right now the best answer we've got is that on November 12th, they are doing a Disney Plus day, which many people think will be the equivalent of what Warner's did with DC fandom. So perhaps then, I think Kenobi is going to be a massive deal for Star Wars. I think it's going to be bigger than Mando, dude. I mean, Mando's huge just because it's like, oh, it's Star Wars, it's television, let's go. Kenobi is like, now the shit's in play. Like, now we know they've got this tech, they've got good teams. What they've done on Disney Plus has been pretty fucking impressive, and a lot more fans like it. So now we're at this place where, like, dude, you're about to give us prequels 2.0. Prequels 2.0 with the new tech. Hayden's coming back. Whew. Holy banana nut muffin on a Sunday morning. Sliced with some butter melting on the top. That's how it feels. That's how it feels. Thank you, Ethan. John Van Gelderand Jr. Love saying your name. Probably pronouncing it wrong, but the way I say it's kind of dope. With a $5 holla says, when will we get the Book of Boba trailer? I think before that. You'll get your first teaser of Book of Boba before November 12th. But you'll get another trailer probably on November 12th. Yeah, it's going to be sick, dude. 34 Virgos with a $2 holla says, bro, I haven't hit diamond yet. Been here a minute. Yo, yeah, let me double check that. I'll try to look into it. Are you saying you've been a member for more than 6 months and it hasn't updated your badge? It took a while to update it for Kendall as well. I don't know if you can bypass that with the... how do I say that? I don't even know how to say what I'm trying to say. I think there might be a way that the Discord will just recognize it and you don't have to worry about it. Was there another member that I missed? Let me see. Yeah, let's see here. Ryan B. Welcome to the Nerdvengers. You are a Nerdvenger now, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Okay. Cool. What else is on your mind, chat? Let's try to just get into the chat. Andre, welcome to the Prime, man. Just got unsubscribed yesterday? Oh, jeez. I don't know, man. YouTube, why you do this? Why you do this? How's life? Life's good, man. Put in a good week this week of content. I got a couple other video ideas I'd love to hit for the weekend. A lot of content this week, but we also spent time just working on concepts and different things like that. I have nothing to say or add. Just don't tell my wife about this and take my money. Hey, thanks, Renee. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate the support. The chat screen frozen again? Jeez, man. What is all this stuff, dude? Technology, man. Technology, bro. Why? And now my freaking music's paused. Chet. By the way, expect more green screen stuff next week. We'll be doing a lot more fun stuff on the channel. This week was kind of an experiment to see if we get that stuff working again, and we're good to go on it. So, we'll be talking to Susan more, Greg, Chet, all them boys. John Parker says, got to open the restaurant later. Here's $2. Hey, thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yo, nice, Kendall. That's sick. What scary movie are you most excited to watch for movie, bro? Says Lord Vito. Man, I got tricked into this. I feel like this was a long con. I feel like some of you Nerdvengers got with Theory, and you were like, you know what? Here's how we'll get Josh to watch scary movies, and we can watch him cringe live. We get Theory to come up with the idea for a Movie Bros channel, and then y'all were like hitting him up like, hey, this is how we'll get him. Fuck. I'm not looking forward to that shit. I genuinely don't like scary movies. So, yeah, I'm not that hyped for it. But in all seriousness, I will say the support on Movie Bros has been awesome. You guys have been awesomely supportive, and we're going to go again on Tuesday. We might lock in Tuesday as our night. And I want to come up. There's two ideas I have. One is I want to have a couple of standard things that Theory and I talk about with regards to each movie. So not like a very in-depth thing, but maybe we talk about action. Maybe we talk about plot. Maybe we talk about feelings. A couple of things that we talk about each week to sort of give a standardized thing that we can go through after every flick, right? And then the other thing I want to do is have maybe each week I will bring 2 movies, and he will bring 2 movies, and then after the stream, we'll put the poll up with those 2 movies, and each week you guys will vote for them, and then the following week we'll talk about them. I think that's what we'll do. Dude, the Nerdvenger fanny pack is the truth, by the way. Feelings? No, not those kind of feelings. No, like how did the movie make us feel? Nikki, how dare you? What are my thoughts on the Deviants? They look different than their comic book look. They definitely do. Dude, what? Damn it, Casey, no. I'm happy for you, brother. But I wanted to get those NFTs. Tomorrow, I'll try to get them. Shit, they're probably all sold out too, huh? Dang. That's cool, though, Casey. I'm glad that you got those and liked those. By the way, we did talk about, and we sold some of the Spider-Man NFTs on the stream yesterday for the Nerdvengers using the Nerd coin. So Stevie got one, Jedi Mike got one of them. And that was a fun stream, just kind of explaining what that whole situation was about. As far as, let me go over this question, then I'll go over Enzo's question. The Deviants. They look cool to me, bro. I'm not that attached to the Deviants from the comics. I know some people are mad because, honestly, and it is interesting, it's not a moot point. It's not a dumb point to bring up. I get where people are coming from, and it is the fucking truth. Jack Kirby was known for poppy colors and fun, awesome, pop-off-the-page artwork. And even the characters he designed were fun and crazy. And Chloe took that and made a more realistic, super desaturated version of it, okay? It is what it is. I'm still excited for Eternals. But there's a contingent of fans, especially comic book fans, that are like, that's Jack Kirby's Eternals? You know what I mean? And they're not feeling it. I'm not there with that spirit, but I understand that people are. Enzo says, are you excited for Doctor Doom? Definitely eventually coming to the future of the MCU. Please answer, Josh, bro. I don't know if there's a character I'm more excited for, to be honest. I don't know if there is a character I am more excited to see brought into the MCU than Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom, Magneto and Charles, I'm pretty excited about that too. But dude, Doom? Victor Von Doom? Yeah. Yeah, he's the homie, man. He's the homie. Ty Friss, very generous. $7 Canadian, so I think that's about a quarter. Here's a gift, you motherfucker. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I hope you don't mind the Canadian joke. My bad. Still need to get them likes up. Yeah, that's true. Where are these likes at? Less than 300 likes? All right, we're going to call it there. Thank you guys for... No, I'm just playing. But we are going to call it soon either way. It's not make or break, but I'd like Eternals to have more Planet Hulk Ragnarok color palette. Yeah, I'm kind of missing that as well, but... John Waite with a $5 holler says, perfect scary movie for you to watch on Movie Bros would be Scary Movie. Yeah, I actually really did like Scary Movie. I saw that in the theaters originally. That way you can watch a scary movie to please everyone. Hashtag hate scary movies. I do. How do I feel about Mark Hamill being on set? I know, right? I feel like what makes it worse is even when Disney was like, yeah, we shot with Mark, I was still like, I don't believe it. I won't believe it until I see it. And then, of course, yeah, I saw it. Whatever, man. That's how I feel. Theory, you should have sections for conversation during your clips, like wow factor. Yeah. That's kind of what we're thinking. Something like that. Something like that. Just open gambling. I know. Wait, hey, you know what we're going to do? You know what we are going to do? Next week, Friday shows are going to have call-ins. So we're going to do something on the Discord where people can have, like, I want to open it up to members first. So honestly, it probably would just be for members, really. But I'll have the ability to call in and ask me a question and chat with me for a couple of minutes. And I'll do kind of one-on-ones. So next Friday, if you are a Nerdvenger member, we'll open up calls. At the back half of the show, we'll have people actually calling in. I might also put gambling back on Fridays as well. I'm not 100% on that. But, yeah, we're trying to take – yeah, I'm going to let Veed call in. But I'm going to have the mute button ready. You know what I mean? I'm going to have the mute button ready. But, yeah, we're going to do that next Friday as well. That'll be fun. Dude, the Big Lebowski on Movie Bros would be sick. I love the Big Lebowski. My thoughts on Jonathan Hickman stepping away as the head of X at Marvel Comics. Okay, so here's my thoughts on that. I didn't really think much of it at first. And then Jerry Dugan tweeted out, wish I didn't have to hear about Jonathan leaving from an article. And I was like, what? That's a little weird. So, I don't know. Look, I loved the beginning of Hickman's X-Men run. It was so fresh. It was so cool. And I think that first House of X run is dope. I got to be honest, though, I've fallen way off. And I'm not as, like, I don't know. They're doing some weird stuff. Like, no offense, but the Kitty Pryde, Gala Wars stuff, it's just not my thing. You know, it's whatever. So, I don't know, man. I'm sure they have a lot of fun stuff planned for the X-Men, and I think that there's a lot of great writers over there. And if you look at, like, what's been going on with, like, Hulk, Venom, and some of these other stories, dude, just let the great writers write. You know what I mean? Let the great creators create. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fun stuff going on in Marvel Comics right now. Laura Powell says, Titans Season 3 is dope. Get on board, Josh. Take my money. A lot of people keep saying that, or maybe it's you on separate accounts. But there's a lot of people saying that. Maybe I'll have to check it out. Was Swords of X necessary? I don't really think so, no. You know, what I really want to know, I know, right, Gavin? Yo, you right. But we're just gonna kind of skirt around that one. We're not gonna make as big of a deal about it. Not gonna skirt around it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Geekdom and I watched Power Rangers Japanese show on his Discord, and it was amazing. You gotta check it out, dude. Vito, how do I come watch stuff on his Discord? I want to do that, and then I want to do that kind of stuff on our Discord. Vito, help me! Help me, Vito! You're my only help. Which is horrible to say out loud and realize. But still, help me, man. I want to watch dope shit with y'all. How do we do that? Mutants doing Trial of Magneto right now. May try to check it out, but couldn't dig Hickman X-Men. Yeah, I get you. Who do I think will be the new... Who do I think should be the new Black Panther? I think they should recast. They're obviously not going to do that. I think they should recast. They're not going to do that. So, who should be the next Black Panther after that? I mean, we're going to see Killmonger be Black Panther in What If, which is going to be sick. Sure, it could work. They'd have to really make me believe that, though. They'd have to really make me, like, believe that she's going through it. I skipped a Mike's super chat. My bad, Mike. Let me see. Mike, sorry. See it now, brother. Mike says, the Deviants look like they escaped from the Snyder Cut. The one they showed looked like it fell off Steppenwolf, LOL. Bro, right? Okay, I've been saying that, and some people getting so mad about me bringing that up. I'm like, this looks a lot like Snyder's stuff. You know? And everyone's like, praising Chloe. Look, it's just classic, hilarious human beings. But everybody's praising Chloe. They're like, this is fucking beautiful. This is mind-blowing. I've never seen shit like this in my life. Look at the effects. Look at how realistic they are. And I'm like, y'all really don't see what's going on here? Y'all really don't see what's going on? Casey, you got an ultra rare? Casey's banned. Somebody ban him. I'm salty. No, I'm just kidding. It's like people can't understand that these are the qualities that originally people were like, this is sick. Zach's stuff is sick. And now you're seeing those same qualities. Like, all the respect is to Chloe. She's not like a copycat. She just loves good photography. And yeah, she's damn good at it. It looks really good. But it's just hilarious for me to watch people praising that and being so excited. And some of those same people just shit on Zach. You know what I mean? Chloe's greater than Snyder? Maybe. Yet to be determined for me, man. I'm not saying she couldn't be. But let's see here. Chris says, what's up, Josh? Hope you and all the Nerdvengers have a great weekend. Going to see Free Guy tonight with my lady. Also, Kung Fury for Movie Bros. That would be sick, Chris. That would be super fun. I want to see Free Guy, too. Maybe I will do that this weekend. Maybe I'll check out some Free Guy. Man, I heard it was real fun. You know what's going to be interesting to see is the legs of different movies and how that works. Man, this whole thing is really interesting. Feige said something really interesting in his interviews yesterday. He said something like, everybody's talking about this 45-day window. Well, all I know is you have an opening weekend for a movie, and everybody's excited to go see that, and that's what I want to do. And I almost think like he was saying that in the discussions he's had about this, he thinks that the perfect system would be one opening weekend in the theaters and then premiere access like the following weekend or something like that. Which I got to be honest, is not a bad strat. Everyone would lose their mind, of course, but I don't think it's a bad strat. Josh, will you please spoil the whole MCU movie? The Inquisitor. Nah, man. Nah. But, you know, we'll be able to talk about all that stuff really soon. Zhao and Snyder love their cinematography. However, I have much more faith in Zhao to tell a more cohesive story than Snyder. Hey, that's fair. Different strokes, different folks. Hey, I don't see it to the extent you guys do, but it's obviously similar too. But Snyder didn't invent that style. He's just really good at it. Totally fair. Absolutely, totally fair. Josh, reading terrible again. Did I read that one terrible, Nikki? Or maybe your grandma's just terrible. Anyway, Joey Ebb says, new Shang-Chi clip, I think. Bus fight scene. Yeah, I saw that pop up on Twitter. I did. It seems cool. Inquisigator for the win. Inquisigator. I didn't even think Theory watched MCU stuff. Yeah, he's like getting more into MCU. He's working with a sweaty on his one channel. He's doing Marvel content. He said Instigator. No, he said Inquisigator. No. He said Inquisigator. He was talking about the obvious fictional character that everybody knows is spoiled in the Eternals. Inquisigator. He's a variant of Loki Gator. Yeah. So, you know. Dirty Nap 34 says gaming stream today. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't want to commit to a stream today just because I have a lot going on. I might have a meeting with Mark and the developers for the website and the changes we're doing to the website. I want to try to get some other videos kind of lined up for the weekend. I'd love for y'all to have some video weekends, but I ain't making videos on the weekend. You know what I mean? So I have to get them done now. I want to do gaming streams again. It's just that we're still in this transitional period, man. Like, and until I get ahead of some of this work, I don't want to commit to it, you know? JP says, for the $5 holla, y'all gonna watch the new movie Homelander and the Eternals? I can't wait. I can't wait. Homelander looks sick. The new Homelander movie that Chloe Zhao made looks awesome. Didn't think I'd miss the Bad Batch, but now I want that Friday Star Wars fix. I hear you there. I do. Oh, the shoulder's looking good? Man, I got to get back in the gym. I'm going to be honest. I tweaked something in my neck. I feel so old. I even went easy the last time I went into the gym. I tried to take it easy. And I literally tweaked something in my shoulder and had to, like, take a whole week off. And I'm like, dang, dude, you are old. $6 p.m. and 6 p.m. Friday. 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. Monday. That's when CinemaCon happens, I think. Wait, what's going on here? Hang on one second. Some people are saying they think the trailer will drop online Monday for everybody. That'd be really fun. That'd be really fun. Tomorrow, Fantastic Four #1 NFT drops 11 a.m. I'm going to be ready tomorrow, Casey. I'm going to be ready tomorrow on it. I really wanted to get them today. I just totally forgot about it. Broly is my favorite Saiyan, but I feel for Vegeta fans. Yeah, bro. Vegeta fans going through it. But it's not as bad as I think some people are making it out to be. He technically didn't take the L. Like, I don't want to get into the full-ass spoilers, but basically, like, there was this idea that maybe he was just going to get trounced. He didn't get whooped up on. It was the fact that he made that Hakai spirit bomb. And then that blew up. It's his own attack that knocked him onto the ground. Emojo, you literally got me for a second. You had me in the first half. How much is an average NFT? Man, that's really hard to say. It depends. It depends on the company, the people that are making it. The Marvel NFTs have been, you are always right, the Inquisigators. You see? You see that, Nikki? You think Serpico don't see? Anyway. Thank you, Mike. Mike the Inquisigator Porter. I love it, dude. And yeah, so the ones on Vivi are actually really appropriately priced, in my opinion. Marvel's doing a great job of getting into the NFT game and doing it the right way. Now, the first one, the Spider-Man Johns, those were more expensive, and they did them differently. So, like, you had to straight up pay $400 if you wanted the ultra version of it. I think they retail now for like $800, so they pretty much doubled in value. But still, that's a lot, right? And that excludes a lot of people that can't just throw $400 at a digital asset. I mean, shit, I don't even want to do that. You know what I mean? Unless I'm really believe in the project. So the NFT game is interesting. I think Vivi is doing a lot of fun things. Not a sponsor, whatever. I just like I like the direction. Yeah, it's the heaters. Yeah, Granola will probably end up fighting with the Z Fighters. For sure. You're right, Mike. You right. You right. The comics have been $6.99 each. Yeah. And they're right, they're random, right, Casey? Like it's random if you get the certain version or not, right? Did I see that Facebook is launching VR work meetings now? Oh yeah. I mean, not only are they doing that, Kendall, but they're in the NFT game as well. They're in the crypto space as well. So Facebook's going to figure that out, and there's going to be tokens and coins in that ecosystem as well. I mean, it's the stuff we talk about all the time, right? Like that's where it's all going. Once Mike says I'm wrong, it's time to ban me. But will granola end up in my yogurt? That's up to you. That's on you, Nerdvenger. You'd be better off buying a HasLab Galactus for $400. Well, it depends. I mean, it kind of depends. Depends on what you're into. It depends on what you're trying to do with that. I do think that Galactus is dope. I actually, I had to talk myself out of it, man. I'm like, I wanted to buy two of them. I wanted to buy one for me and one for the Nerdvengers. But that's almost $1,000, dude. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, we're doing okay. We're doing pretty good over here. But I'm not $1,000 on two things. I mean, if you took $1,000 and even just bought Hot Toys, you're gonna get 3 or 4, depending on if you go cheaper. You get 5 or 6 awesome things. You know what I mean? But I feel like 300 would have been better. I feel like I would have went for 2 of them at 300. You know what I mean? So, thoughts on Gargoyles? Gargoyles is dope, dude. Gargoyles is one of the best animated shows of all time. We think Bucky will get a White Wolf suit? I don't know, bro. Josh and Theory Mando Gallery watch party? Is that next Wednesday? We could do that. I'll talk to the man, see what he wants to do. But again, I'll probably just be there like this the whole time. That Spider-Man Secret Rare is selling for 1.5K? Okay. Well, that's a really good investment then. And then I'll be looking at but the 25th also launches that dope mobile game that Ryan's been playing and that I want to play. No, I didn't get to play the flights for Halo. I like Halo, though. I'm excited about it. Are you going to do Visions watch parties? Absolutely. Absolutely. What? I did not know that Disney assigned Marvel to do a Gargoyles movie at one point, but it never happened. That is sick. Yeah. The heater's going to end up killing Granola. Gas is going to kill him. Maybe. Kryptonian says the HasLab Galactus looks too plasticky and cheap. I think it looks fun, man. It's not a high, it's not like one of those kind of models, but it is just a fun, imagine if you were into the Legends figures really a lot and you had a huge collection of Legends. I don't. But there are people that do. Like my buddy Alex likes them a lot. And you have not only the figures, but you got the build figures, right? So the bigger ones that you put in together in pieces. Imagine having that huge collection and then you put a ginormous Galactus in the middle of it. That's pretty dope, bro. You know what I mean? That is pretty dope. And it's a brand that's been around for a long time. But I agree that it's not it's not even as cool as some of the other models that I've seen of Galactus, But that's kind of subjective as well, right? So. Yeah, Iron Studios, for example. Here, I'll show you guys. Let's check this out. We'll check this out a little bit, and then we'll get out of here. Iron Studios. They do some incredible models. What? They don't even show the model there? Like, look at that Gambit, dude. Just Omega Red. Holy cow. I mean, these are pretty sick. This is a crazy fun display. With the posters behind it. Whew. That is pretty sick, dude. Pretty cool. I mean, look at this Sentinel, dude. Oh, man. With Gambit, Juggernaut, and Magneto in the... Ah, that's sick, dude. So, yeah, there's a lot of different companies that make great stuff. How much is this thing? So, it's $130 to get this sculpt of this thing. And so, if you want it, you could do four of these things for the same price as 2 of the big Galactuses. No, that's not right. It's 2, 3, about 6 almost. You could do 5 to maybe 6 for the same price. That's crazy. You have a little army of your Dark Troopers. You know what I mean? A little army of your Dark Troopers. I even love this kind of stuff. I think this stuff's fun. Anyway. All right, everybody, going to get out of here. I will be live at 2 p.m. for the Prime members. We're going to talk about what's going on for the week, what happened, what we're excited about, what we did right, what we need to work on, all of that kind of stuff. There'll be a Nerdvengers stream tomorrow at 2 p.m. And then if you are a Diamond tier member, come on by tomorrow night at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to have a couple drinks. I'm going to have a couple smokes. And we're going to talk about all the crazy things going on in the world. I'm excited. It'll be very fun. Okay, everybody. Much love. And I'm going to get out of here. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I will see you in the next video. Did everybody go? Is everybody gone? Did everybody get out of here? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. You know, it's just funny. I don't really have much to add, but everybody was like, "We need more stingers," because I cut the vid earlier yesterday, so I feel like obligated to do this stinger, and I don't even have much to say, you know. Yeah, I mean, life is good, you know. It was a good week. Yeah, you know, we were gonna take Movie Bros onto OnlyFans, but you know, the recent news, the news yesterday is like, well, no. There goes that idea, you know, so. Yeah. All right, everybody. Much love. See you soon. Bye. Take care. Ta-ta for now. See you later. Arrivederci.